Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour, your source for all hard rock, heavy metal, new metal, alternative, punk, horror punk, hardcore, rock, and all local bands, with your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather.
Hey everybody, this is Marty Friedman. You are listening to BODS Mayhem Hour. It's rad.
The views and opinions of the guests do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of BODS Mayhem Radio Network, its staff, affiliates, or sponsors. Parental discretion is advised. Welcome to BODS Mayhem Radio Network.
Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I'm your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather. As always, I'm bringing you awesome interviews, and today I have the legendary guitarist, Mr. Marty Friedman, and we're going to be talking about his new CD that's out called Inferno. Marty, how's it going?
It's going great, man. How about you?
Doing awesome, doing awesome. I want to talk about Inferno with you here a little bit. Man, this is really cool. I got to listen to this. I really like this CD. You've really put out a lot of great tracks on this. Let's talk about your favorite stuff off this album, if you have any.
Yeah, it's so hard to pick one, but if I did have to pick one, it would be a song called Meat Hook with Jorgen Munkeby from Shining on it, just because it's really sick. It's a sick piece of music that probably should never exist, but I just love it.
2013, man, you spent a lot of time in the studio. Now, is this a different change for you working on this new album? Because I know you did little shows, but is that a little odd for you sometimes, just to be in the studio a lot?
Yeah, by the time I was done, I was really sick of it. But I spent almost 15, 16 months recording the thing, and I turned down a lot of work just to concentrate on it. And, it's one of those things, once you get started, you don't want it to be finished until it's completely done and no compromising. But that, takes its toll when you're really stuck in the studio all the time. But boy, when it was done, I was glad. And now that I'm on the road playing this stuff live, it's just like totally freedom. It rocks.
Yeah. Like I said, everybody, if you get a chance to check out Marty on tour right now, please go out and support him and check it out. Like I said, you've always been a phenomenal guitar player. Speaking of that, who are some of your influences coming up?
When I grew up, it was really all about Kiss and the Ramones and maybe Black Sabbath. That was it. That's what made me want to play intense music from like 14 years old, and that's what got me started.
What do you hope that the fans take away from this CD once they hear this from you, man? Because I know it's been a while since you put out a CD, so what can they expect from this, and you hope that they take away from it?
I hope they just get waves of guitar orgasms from this record. Just a grotesque orgy of sound. I really like the word waves, because it comes on and I really try to do something that make you feel something, like some kind of excitement, and some kind of goosebumps or some kind of like, wow, what was that kind of excitement. So that's what I hope you get.
Mm-hmm. Since you moved to Japan, I'm going to throw this out there a little bit. You've moved to Japan and your music has pretty much blew up over there, man. What do you think about all of that? Because you're still loved over here for sure in the U.S. What's your take on that?
Well, it's music is like, if you continue doing music and you continue improving at it, then it's really all about the places that you cultivate. And I've been working Japan for a long time. I've been cultivating it for a long time, years and years. Had I been cultivating New York or LA or Chicago or Detroit and playing there every 6 months or whatever and cultivating those markets, it might be a different situation there. But I've been really plugging away at it in Japan and really getting some good success over there. But I think that people around the world deserve to hear something what I'm doing, and I really should cultivate the rest of the world a little bit more, and that's what Inferno is about.
Exactly. It's all about spreading the word of music, my friend.
Yes, sir.
What can fans expect at a show from you, Marty?
Well, the one we're doing right now is just a totally balls-out affair. It's basically me just playing my ass off and having a lot of fun. It's really nothing more serious than that.
When you see the fans going crazy to your music, and I know that's electrifying to you, but how does that make you feel, man?
I love it. Oftentimes I get people who do go absolutely crazy, and then a lot of times I get guys standing there with their arms folded. And I understand that because as a guitar player, if I'm watching a musician, I'm trying to concentrate on what it is he's doing. So it doesn't give me time to like jump up and go crazy. Right. So either way, if you're enjoying the music, I'm happy.
What do you think that your style of music brings to the table for metal music, man?
I just think it brings kind of a warped sense of melody. A lot of times metal music, the melody is kind of based on classical themes, which is cool, but my melodic sense comes more from ethnic themes and just a different melodic sense than a lot of guys. So I think you can sort of tell when I'm playing because of the melody. So I think that's what I bring.
I want to ask you this, and I want your opinion on this, because, I mean, there's so many bands out there that are putting CDs out and stuff, but do you think that some bands have kind of lost the edge of putting good music out there anymore, like putting the same old stuff out? What's your take on that, if any?
I don't know. I think there's good music everywhere to be had, and at the end of the day, it's subjective. One person likes Coke, the other one likes Pepsi, so there's plenty of music out there to find stuff that you like.
And how do you want the fans to remember you when they leave your shows?
Just like going, oh my God, I've never heard anything like this. I can't take anymore.
Now, do you prefer clubs or festivals, or does it even really matter?
Well, it doesn't really matter. Once I'm playing, I just love playing, period. But I'd be lying if I told you that I liked a smaller venue better than a bigger venue. Yeah. For the basic reason, I want more people to enjoy the music, and I want to play for more people. But that said, I just love playing. So once I'm turned on and playing the music, I kind of tune out how many people are there anyway, so it doesn't really come into play too much.
Now, when you're writing music, and I know you've got several albums that are out, do you find it much harder to write new material, or do you find it much easier now?
This is my 12th solo album, Inferno. Mm-hmm. So a big thing with me is never repeating anything I've done before. Right. So you'd think it gets harder, but it actually doesn't. I'm never really at a loss for ideas.
Mm-hmm. Any new bands that you're listening to right now that you like, Marty?
Wow. Most of them are in Japan, so I don't think they would be known in America too much.
Okay.
But if I could suggest a Japanese band to listen to, it would be Maximum the Hormone. I think are fantastic.
How can fans still keep up with you and see what you're doing these days? How can they do that or reach out to you?
They can definitely find me on Twitter, Facebook, and my website, martyfriedman.com. It gets updated all the time, and oftentimes I'm the one doing the updating, so you'll get personalized stuff in there too.
Nice. Before I let you go, will you care to do a promo for the show, Marty?
Sure. What's it called?
BODS Mayhem Hour.
Hey, everybody. This is Marty Friedman. You are listening to BODS Mayhem Hour. It's rad.
Awesome. Marty, thank you so much. Everybody stick around. You only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour. Thanks, Marty.
Thanks, John. Talk to you soon.
Hey, man. Okay.
You're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.